Hello friends, today I'll start with the security and privacy issue in the IoT. So last few lectures I have already discussed some benefits and some advantages of the IoTs, right? There are the lots of benefits in now in a smart city and the lots of um, benefits, right? Benefits and advantages. Okay, but apart from that, in IoT, it has some security and privacy issue. Okay, this is the main. These are the main challenges in IoT, right? So now security and the privacy issues. Okay, the security normally you know that each and every component of the IoTs are connected to the network, right? Each and every components are connected to the network. So wherever network will come, so in that point you have some security and privacy issues, some attack should be there. Okay, so see, first I'm coming to the security. In case of the security, right, lots of devices we have connected to the IoT or internet network hub, right? So these devices, whatever devices, suppose this is a network hub, okay, network hub, okay. So many components, devices 1, devices 2, devices 3, devices 4. So many components you have connected to the network hub. But suppose you have some attack. Okay, some attack is present here. Okay, so one attack is present here. Due to this thing, some this proportion, this component, due to this attack, this component will damage. Okay, due to this damage, entire system will be corrupted. Okay, so security, and we have already seen that in network, in whatever, if you open the laptop, if you open any different kind of the website which are not trusted, okay, if you open the different kind of the website which are not trusted, in case of this website, if you open this website, some Trojan virus, some malicious virus will come, okay, into your laptop, right? Like this way, so through the network, through the internet, from the some other cloud, okay, some other network or some other cloud, okay, okay, this will come at some attack will come here. So this D1 device will damage. Due to the damage of the D1 device, entire system will corrupted. Okay, so this is the main security issue. Okay, so due to the lots of devices are connected in for the IoT. Okay, if you want to build the efficient IoT, efficient and high performance IoT device, you need to connect the lots of devices. Okay, so if you connect more amount of the devices, more amount of data will be collected from the different clouds, and this phenomena may happen. Okay, so that's why the security is the one of the challenges. So how can you minimize this security, and what kind of the facility you have to do for that the attack will not happen? Okay, so in case of the security, first is the password, adequate password protection. Okay, password protection. In case of device, if you give the hard code password, okay, hard code password means suppose I don't want to connect one LAN wire. Okay, so in LAN wire, if you connect the LAN wire, particular LAN wire, the company give a one password. Okay, the company give a one password, and same password if I'm using, okay, if I use the that LAN wire for for that LAN wire I am using the same password which the company provides. So this is called the hardcode password. Or suppose if you suppose if you want to open one website, okay, if you open one website, so for opening the website, so we purchased some kind of the software, and for this software need to open a website. Okay, so if you open the website, you need to log in some using some password, and the company gave the one hard code password. Okay, so same same password I'm using, but rather using the same password. So that should be the biometric, or there should be the, if you open the website, there the one login page will appear. In that login page, when you want to give the password, so fingerprint, it will allow only the fingerprint, or it will only allow the face. Okay, so that is the rather using the hardcode password. Hardcode password is not needed. Hardcode password which is given by the company normally provides. Okay, or user only user giving password on the base of name. Okay, so the user, which user is creating the page, so based on the username, the one hardcode password we are generating. Okay, that's why this is called the hardcode password. Okay, rather using the hardcode password. So if you give the hardcode password, any other server will understand. Okay, so hardcode password, the company from the same cloud is using that company, that company will know the same password. Okay, they, so you can check with this password, that company, some, they will create some virus or some software. By using this software, they will use their our data. Okay, so if we don't use the hardcode password, if we're using the different password, the company will do not know about this thing, our password. Okay, so they cannot track those data. Okay, so attack means the other users and other unknown persons, unknown facility, unknown companies, they can track our data. So based on some application or software, they can track our data. Okay, so that is the password protection. So it should be always some based on the biometric or face or fingerprint based, or uh, different kind of the, suppose if you log in, so your date of birth, not date of birth, you can give a random kind of the password. Okay, random password, not hardcore. Better you give the password as a fingerprint or as a face detector. Okay, this is the hardcode based password protection. Okay, next is the insecure interface. So here also same phenomena will come, insecure inside. Insecure interfaces are like suppose web, different kind of the API, mobile, cloud. These are the insecure interface. Okay, so if you want to connect to one cloud by using the one LAN or Wi-Fi connection. Okay, so if you want to connect this LAN or Wi-Fi connection, for that, so the company provides a, if you want to use one router or Ethernet, the company provides one password. Okay, so in the same way, so this is not our company same router you want to using, and there is no password and there is no encryption. Okay, so these are called the insecure device. Okay, if you use the mobile, or if you open one app, okay, when you use the mobile phone, suppose Google Pay, right? So if you have mobile phone, okay, but when you open the Google Pay, you are giving one password, right? So if you don't give the password, the mobile phone is not secure. Okay, and the Google Pay is not secure, this app is not secure. Okay, someone can use your app like this way. If you're using some software which is common in a network hub or in a cloud. Okay, so when you're using this software, you need to give it some authentication. Okay, authentication mechanism and encryption should be there. Or if you're using LAN, okay, the LAN is used by the previously in other company, so you give to give a separate authentication. Okay, separate authentication you have to give. Okay, insecure device means suppose mobile phone, cloud, the same cloud you are using. So when you're using that particular cloud, you need to authenticate or need to encrypt. You need to encrypt that cloud. Okay, different kind of the API. Okay, special kind of the software, router. Okay, these are the insecure interface. Again, in case of the mobile phone, also you have the mobile phone, you should give it some password. Okay, when you open the, so someone use your mobile phone and when you have built one IoT app, okay, on your mobile phone, okay, you're taking some data. If your mobile phone is not secure, someone can use your mobile phone. You can take those IoT data from your phone to their phone. Okay, that's why it is. So that will, so that case it will be the insecure device. So that's why the device should be the secure. You need to give the proper authentication and encryption. Okay, and proper password you should to give. Okay. So this is about the insecurity. The device should be secure with proper encryption. Okay. Next is the proper software updation. Proper software updation means, so there are two ways. Okay, you need to update the software. Okay, and if you need to update the software, okay, for improving the security. But when you going for updating the software, you need to remember the one thing. Okay, along with the updation of software, some other malicious may come on your computer. So when the software, suppose if you want to go in Google Play Store, okay, what will happen, suppose you need to update your WhatsApp. Okay, and you open the Google Play Store, the update option will come. But before doing the updation, the cloud will store the WhatsApp data on their cloud. Okay, the mobile internet will store the WhatsApp data on a particular cloud. Okay, again after updation, if you open the that particular software, along with the updation file, some other file will also come. Okay, which are malicious or which are dangerous for your mobile phone or laptop. Okay, so when you, the software updation is also required, and it has also risky factor. Okay, so when you go for updation, so you need to update the software. So there is a Google Play, right? There are the different kind of the website for updating different kind of the software. Okay, so don't go the random website. You need to authenticate. Then you need to go to the trusted website where you have to update the software. And now if you open, suppose you need to update one by antivirus. Okay, so if you open different kind of the if you open the antivirus website, you can see the different kind of the options, right? Different kind of download options with that. You need to properly check which download option you have to click or which update option you need to click. So there are the lots of update options are available. Okay, don't open the other update option. If you open that update option, along with the updated file, some other malicious will come. Okay, so the software update is also required. Why software update is required? Software update, that is important. Again, this is also important, and again some risky factor is there. Okay, important is because, so the if we use the outdated software, okay, then it is not important on your mobile phone also. Backdated software if we use, then when you open the different kind of the browser, some kind of the so in backdated software, so recent security facilities are not there in backdated software. Okay, so if you open different kind of the website, some malicious will attack your software. Okay, and when you update the software, so some file will generated. Security facilities should be there. Different kind of the security facilities and security files are there. Advanced versions, and these are more encrypted versions. Okay, so when you update this file, you can generate a advanced version of the file which is more secure. But you need to update those file in from a particular website. So while updating, you don't install or don't download any other file which are malicious. Okay, so update is also important. Update is also risky factor. So while updating, you need to check each and everything. Okay, from which website you are updating. Okay, and so whatever update file you are downloading, these are properly secured or not. Okay, if you use the backdated software, this will not be secure. Older version is there, so no secure, and the other file will easily attack. Okay, so that the software update is also required, and it is also risky factor. Next is the privacy. Okay, when you come to the privacy, then there are the two concerns, mainly privacy concern. Privacy concern, one is the loss of data. Okay, second is the unwanted exposure. So in data, what IoT is there, so the IoT mainly deals with the data. We need to collect lots of data and we need to analyze those data. Okay, so for that, so lots of data, for downloading lots of data, the more data means here, more data means more entry points for cyber attack. Okay, so you cannot so for that, so suppose you are using IT, means you are taking the live time stream data. Okay, so but so you cannot use the IoT for a 24 hours. Okay, whenever the IoT system is not required, need to shut down the IoT device, because where lots of data means you are giving the more entry points for hackers. Okay, so more entry points, different entry points should be there, and using those entry points, the hacker will come into your device. Okay, so whenever application is required, that time we need to turn on the IoT device. And suppose at night you not required to use that particular IoT device, so you need to you need to turn off the IoT device. So in this way you can reduce the some amount of the entering the some amount of data. Okay, so you can somehow reduce some entry point for hackers. Okay, next is the unwanted exposure. For case of the unwanted exposure, normally how it is possible. Okay, so normally suppose if we see the life insurance company, health insurance company, they are normally using the different kind of the fitness tracker. They are trained, they are taking data from the fitness tracker. Okay, but so they in university you can see the lots of fitness tracker are available. Okay, so don't go the random tracker, because if you take the data from the different kind of the fitness tracker, so along with that tracker, their data, that malicious will come. Okay, that is the unwanted exposure. So when insurance company need to calculate some insurance, so for that they are taking data from the fitness tracker. Okay, so that is the main thing, that unwanted exposure. Before collecting data from the insurance fitness tracker, you need to first authenticate. Okay, so you need to authenticate, and you need to search whether this fitness tracker or in the gym and the different kind of the company, these are authenticate or not, properly authenticate or not. Okay, and the other their user ID and their identity card we need to check. Okay, so that's so this is called the unwanted exposure. So these are the privacy concerns. When you come to the unwanted exposure, then you need to check the privacy issue. Okay, and when you are sharing something to that exposure, you are sharing your data to that exposure, you need to be very careful whether you are giving your data to particular trusted website or not. Okay, that is the unwanted exposure. Right, so these are about the privacy thing and the security issue. So main thing is that you need to give the password, there should be the fingerprint or the face detector, and you need to everyone need to whatever device or whatever website you are using, they should be properly authenticated. And when you are giving your personal details to the some other website, you need to be very careful whether you are giving your data to the authenticated website or trusted website or not. These are about the security and privacy issues. Then the coming lecture I will discuss more points related to IoT. Thank you.